All right, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, so today, listen, okay, I'm about to eat me a slice of this chocolate cake, okay, from the Bubby's birthday. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, subscribe. Even if you aren't new, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. Leave us some comments down below, let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us, because it do actually for me. I'm gonna say grace and get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive. For nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name we pray, man. We had a little get together for the Bubby, and that boy he likes chocolate. He is obsessed with chocolate cake, and so I got a chocolate cake from the Costco. And when I tell y'all this damn chocolate cake is so dang on good, this dang on chocolate cake, you know, I gotta get together because I just feel like lately I've been letting I let a couple of these curse words slip up in here, okay? And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, child. Okay, but anywho, this is their sheet cake. It's a chocolate sheet cake. It has chocolate buttercream icing. It's filled with a chocolate mousse. When I tell you this dang on cake is so good, it's like, it's better than normal chocolate cakes. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like like it's chocolate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fudge. It didn't say fudge, and it really tastes like fudge. You feel me? Like, the mousse is so good. I mean, it's giving hot cocoa. Like, that's how fudgy it is. And you know, this big old sheet cake from the Costco is only $27. $27.99. They went up $2 because it was $25. I feel like they went up $2.99 because it was $25 even. Like, when I got Gavin his cakes, like, I only paid $25 for it, but that's all right. I guess inflation. This cake's so good. Everybody was like, man, the cake real good. You don't expect a chocolate cake to be good for real. It'll be dry. You know what I'm saying? It just don't be like it's real easy to mess up chocolate, honestly. But this one's good. Also got something else for you, y'all. I had we got these. Well, not we. I got these from Costco. I was in there. Sorry, I keep hearing something. I don't know if it's a train or what. All right, anywho. I was in the Costco Instacart, and every time I'm Instacart, and I just be looking at stuff, even though I'm, you know, in there Instacart and I'm doing, you know, handling business, but I just be looking around to see what I can see. I wasn't specifically looking for these. I didn't even know they had these, but I messed around and turned around and seen these, and I said, oh, can't leave them in the store. Just can't. Especially with Dubai chocolate stuff. Y'all know that don't last in Costco. I already had one. I had one on the way home. The day that I got them, and then it was funny because for the get together, we just celebrated on football Sunday because everybody was gonna be over here anyway. And my little cousins and my nephews saw these, and they was trying to get at them, y'all. I end up having to hide them because I just feel like they was gonna just kill my issue if I had left it out. I originally did say that that they could have one, but my little cousins and my nephew, they are all professional big backs, and they take food down. Okay. I wish y'all had seen this. Like, I had made some mac and cheese. Like, one of my little cousins, he was like, "Sonny, you made this mac and cheese. You didn't give me that." He's like, "Why haven't you ever given me mac and cheese?" And I was like, "Oh." Now the bubby, we basically have barbecue because that's what the bubby like. And I had made mac and cheese. Now I made mac and cheese because Gavin liked the mac and cheese. The bubby really like baked beans and ribs. And I'm kind of salty because, so I told you about, I keep mentioning, I'll probably talk about this man in every video at this point, the Jabez Invest guy or whatever, but the one that talks about reading labels and stuff like that for food and just making healthier choices for stuff. And because let's see what kind of they use enriched flour, but oh well, it don't matter. Okay, good. And we're gonna eat it till it's gone. The cake probably gone tomorrow. Look, Gavin, I wonder if I don't know if Gavin like this cake or not. I think he do. I feel like he'd ate some. What was I about to say? Oh, so Bush's baked beans got ingredients in there that aren't really good for you, so I decided I was gonna try to make them from all the way from scratch. Now, I always just get Bush's baked beans and I just doctor them up, but I said let me try and make them from scratch. So I soaked my beans overnight, but where I messed up at was that because I didn't have enough time for them to bake as long as they needed to in order to get really soft, and I should have boiled them and then boiled them for an hour and a half and then baked them, and I feel like they would have been perfect, but they just didn't stay in the oven long. And it was so funny because my boyfriend, I thought that he had caught, like, my sister, my brother, and my dad were downstairs with him when he called me and told me about the baked beans. He was like, "Man, yeah, these are hard. You gotta put these back in there." And it was just like, "Are we gonna blow my black out? I mean, bust me out or whatever." But I guess I didn't hear him or whatever. But they were like hard, and they did need to go back in the oven or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try it again because listen, when I master making baked beans from all the way from scratch, y'all not gonna be able to tell me anything, okay? And I mean, it was a good attempt. They had good flavor. They tasted just like how I like my baked beans to taste, but they just the baked beans was hard. Ain't nobody say nothing though, but maybe I don't know. But everything else was cool. But these are huge. Like I mean, y'all don't. I guess y'all ain't, for people who ain't never seen me in person, you don't know how big my hand is or how small it is compared to it. But this is huge. I mean, it's definitely thicker than, like, imagine the Ghirardelli like chocolate squares or whatever that you can get. These are like definitely twice as thick as those. They probably the same size square, but they definitely twice as thick as those. Because it just feels so heavy in my hand or whatever, but it's good. I like it. I literally didn't even read nothing because I didn't even know that they was individually wrapped. I was pleasantly surprised when I just opened them up. When I opened it up when I was in the car. Also, I don't even know how many came in here, but I feel like this is there's only 15 in here. I swear, I feel like it's way more. Yes, it is. Because I'd have had, let me count. It just feel like it's more than 15. I had to. I guess it is. It just looks like it's more than that too. 3, 6, 9, 12. I hate one. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, I had 2. I had 15. Ooh, child. I need to get it together. I had 2 and it was 1 more. So, yeah, it is 2. All right, cool. I don't mind if these kids want to eat them, but it's just 1, but they just, but these aren't bad. I don't know. Let's say natural. But the wheat flour is just wheat flour. Don't say none of that other stuff. I also saw some Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy cookie butter, like this chewy kind of Chips Ahoy and cookie butter in the inside. When I was Instacart and Meyer, couldn't leave that in there. I'm also just grateful because my Instacart was good today. I mean, I had took this one. Well, one increased the tip. Oh man, I got this one last week, and the lady was, all apologetic. She was like, "Yeah, it wouldn't let me put the tip in here right, and I can't adjust it until after delivery or whatever." And the batch was paying good, so what I'm saying, I wasn't tripping. And she upped her tip from I don't even know, but she ended up tipping me $25 flat. Like, some people, they tip you, they'll put in an amount, and then sometimes people just, identify a percentage based on what their order total is, and that can fluctuate if you. So, maybe I could imagine people who, don't be wanting a refund, and so they'll just pick anything or whatever. Not anything, but try their darndest to find a replacement versus giving them a refund or whatever, because you don't know if somebody hard coded the tip or if the tip is based on the order total or whatever, which most times it is based on your order total. So if you have to refund them, then that obviously lowers the order total, which then lowers your amount of your tip. And then if you got to replace a whole bunch of stuff, now a lot of times 1 or 2 replacements or 1 or 2 refunds ain't gonna do nothing to you. But if you have to mess around and you know what I'm saying, the store just mess around and just be out of stuff, you just you messed up out here in the game. But was about to say, yeah, she I didn't even expect that, because she also, I feel like I had it was 3 orders on her order. I don't think she was the one that ordered the most of the stuff and ended up changing my tip, so I was grateful for that. But yeah, I also I'd make it worth my while when I'm Instacart, and I don't accept stuff that just ain't worth it or whatever. And what day did I make some? One day I had gotten my highest paying batch to date, which I think that batch paid me $66. I think that's how much it was. It was 60 something dollars, and that was the most I had ever made. I think the highest before that was maybe 50 something dollars. Yeah, I don't think it was ever 60, but all right. But am I tripping though? Because maybe I had a 70 something dollar. I don't know. Now I'm curious now. I could go back and I could find it if I really wanted to. But yeah, this one, it paid me, and it was only, but this one was 1 person. I feel like the other one that I had gotten, I want to say it was more than 1 person. They had ordered an Apple Watch, and Apple Watch costs money, so that they did a percentage of their total, so that's what had me get that high tip. But this one that I took, now they ordered a whole heck of a lot of stuff, but it was only 1 person, and 1 person for 60 something dollars. That means that they just really, because I don't know what the defaults are for the tips. It's probably 5-10% and then 20% or something like that. I don't know, but they actually tip, they probably picked that highest one for real. But and they had gotten It was so much stuff though. It was a whole, did I have a whole cart full? Or was it a lot of stuff? I don't even think it was a lot of stuff, honestly. I don't think it was. I think it was a normal, like, so sometimes, and I shop the big orders. Like, I really, it don't matter to me. I will shop a 3-person order that got like 100 something total units. They may have like 50 something items and like 100 something units. I shop them orders. I don't care. And most of the time I can get it all in one cart too. There was this one time recently that I had to have 2 carts, and it was because I'll tell y'all that in a second. But anywho, this person, they ordered, I want to say they had like 40, 50 some items or whatever, like, and it wasn't it was a normal, like, a big order or whatever. It was at a Kroger. It was not bad at all. And so I was like, heck yeah, I'll do this. And I think the mileage wasn't far. It wasn't far either from the store. I mean, it was a great batch. It was super good. And then, but yeah, I did this one. Now, the one that I'm about to say, I think the batch total paid like 50 something bucks, but it just was not worth it in the end. Like, it was 3 people. Between the 3 of them, they ordered 12 40 packs of Kroger water. But the store that I had to shop at, they didn't have the 40, so I ended up getting 12 24 packs. And then one of the people ordered one of the people who order all them waters ordered 6 of the small, like the half size bottle, 12 packs. What was them, 8 ounces? They now, I guess they 8 ounce bottles. They now 60, 12 to 16. So oh, I could show you. Yeah, the ones that these little bottles, that's like half, I guess it's like half, it might be 8 ounces. I don't know, child. But yeah, so they ordered 24 of those. I mean, no, 6 of those, and then 12 packs. And luckily they did not live in an apartment. I did have to lug 2 carts around the store, which I don't like to lug 2 carts around the store. I will make it fit in 1 cart, and I'd be like, I don't know, it'd be a struggle sometimes, but I make it fit in 1 cart. I think that, I want to say that might have been the only time I ever had 2 carts. I've seen other people Instacart, and I see when they be, around with 2 carts. I don't do that. It's too much. And that day was too much, and I was just like, okay, well, and I'm thinking, I was low-key stressed. I'm like, how am I gonna fit all these dang waters in here? I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna put as many as I can in one of the carts I was just designating for just water. But then, on top of all the water that they ordered just, normal, like a whole lot of groceries. So I had to end up using the 2 carts also to carry their stuff. So then I knew I wasn't going to be able to take all the waters all the way around the store. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just take as many as I can and go check out, let them know how many I got, and then, come back and get the rest of the waters or whatever. It was just crazy. It was so much stuff. That order was crazy. It just, for the amount of time that it took me, it just wasn't worth it, honestly. And then it was 3 people, and I think the person that ordered the most water did not tip me, y'all. They did not tip, and I was so pissed, because, like, how dare you? Like, it just is crazy to me. Like, I mean, like, there's no way that I'm ordering. I don't care if if it ever was that I could only had enough to tip to, I'm tipping something. Because, like, you gotta think about, like, yes, and I think people be thinking, like, about the batch pay, but the batch pay ain't nothing. Even on an order like that, I wish I could remember how much the batch pay was, because I bet you the batch pay probably wasn't even $10, honestly. Like, it don't pay. And now, back in when I first started Instacart, heavy, like, if it had waters on there, you got heavy batch pay, and the batch pay was minimum $10. Every time it was a heavy order, it was minimum $10. Your normal batch pay was like $7. That's just how it was, and I could tell. And yeah, it was like $7 was like your normal batch pay if it wasn't a heavy batch. And batches is like a group of orders. They call an order, or like if it was one order is like one customer. And then they group orders into a batch. And so whenever you get a batch or you see these batches on the list of things that you could choose from, like I would know if didn't nobody tip, because it would just be $7. That's just what it would be. I'm like, oh, they ain't tip on here. And it's like, I think people think that I think people can probably see how much Instacart is charging them, like as far as fees are concerned, and think that the driver or that the shopper is getting all that, and we not. They taking some of that or whatever, and then but the tips are solely the shoppers, but the batch pay, they probably charging Instacart, customer way more than what they actually paying us. And people probably think like, oh, well, you getting batch pay, so you don't need no tip. Nah, I need that, okay? Because first of all, how you not gonna tip? Like, this is a service that is being provided to you. Like, I am literally going in this store and I'm shopping and stuff, and then I got to deal with these people who want to be chatty Cathy's and just want to talk to you the whole time. It's just like, how am I gonna shop if you keep messaging me? Like, leave the notes on the item, okay? I'm gonna do what I can. And also, I'm a pretty good replacement person. Because I just know, even before I was doing Instacart, obviously I'd be in the grocery store. But now that I be in the grocery store, okay, when shopping, I do pretty good at replacing stuff. You feel me? So I'm not gonna get you nothing that makes sense. That don't make sense. I think people have been scorned, rightfully, understandably so. So they don't always want people to, replace their stuff. But I mean, listen here, okay. Like one time, I think I told y'all this story before, but this lady ordered some pull-ups, and just say that she had a boy at home, but she ordered girl pull-ups. I think this is actually what it was. She, like I said, she had a boy at home, but she ordered the girl pull-ups, and I guess the girl pull-ups, they didn't allow her to select. No, I think it was the other way around actually, but this is the story I'm gonna tell y'all. I mean, I'm just, because I don't remember specifically which way it was, but if she had a boy at home, the app only allowed her to select the girl pull-ups. So when I get to the store, I see that they only have the boy pull-ups, and I'm just like, I don't know that they necessarily want their boy walking around with girl pull-ups, even though they just pull-ups, you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna, whatever, it's just something that he about to pee in. Like, it really ain't that serious. But I was just like, that ain't something that I could just like replace like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, well, let me see if they got another brand that has pull-ups. Now for me, I ain't know, because I didn't know if Pampers and the other brands have pull-ups, because Huggies is Huggies or nothing, okay? Like, I literally never even thought about looking for pull-ups in another brand. Like, I knew when it was time for them to start wearing pull-ups that I was getting Huggies. Like, I mean, I definitely think Huggies got to have a monopoly in that, okay? So anywho, but I did look. I saw that Pampers does sell pull-ups. If y'all wanted to know, they do have pull-ups. So I replaced the girl pull-ups with the Huggies. I mean, I'm sorry, with the Pampers brand pull-ups, their version of pull-ups. And this lady come messaging me talking about some Pampers are very different. Pampers are different from pull-ups. I was like, I'm aware. But they didn't have the gender of pull-ups that you ordered, so I just got the Pampers brand of pull-ups. But I told her that they only had the girl ones. She was like, oh, well, that's perfect, because we have a girl, but they will only let me select the boy ones or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, well, cool. Well, I'll just go ahead and replace these. But I just didn't know if y'all wanted y'all boy walking around with no girl stuff on, okay? So it worked out. But like, I don't know, child, people be acting crazy. I think somebody, let me think. I think I don't know. It's just, Instacart is just really interesting. Sometimes I've only had a couple times where somebody has decreased my tip. Somebody did that, I want to say last week or maybe the week before. Maybe they was just, I don't know, child, they was upset. Somebody reported their fruit damaged, which, I mean, it was the pineapples that they pre-cut up, at the Kroger, they pre-cut up, well, at the Meyer too and other stores, but they pre-cut up fruit that you can buy or whatever. And I guess the container that they got was full of bad fruit. But I mean, I look at it, but it's not, I don't inspect it. I just grab it or whatever. And also, it's a sticker. It's the price sticker on top of the fruit. So I wouldn't have been, I mean, from the sides, it probably looked good, but I wouldn't have been able to see what was in the middle. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But yeah, they reported that as damage. And the way that they're doing the app now, so now, you got, in order for you to just really be getting, like, making it lucrative or whatever, you gotta be, they always change some stuff. They start doing like different ratings and stuff like that, like now. And they have like this cart star program now. So like, if you, it's a gold cart, is that you can be a no cart, you can have a gold cart, you can have a platinum and a diamond. I'm in platinum, and the higher up in the cart, so gold is lower, well, no cart is the lowest tier, then it's gold, then it's platinum, then it's diamond. I'm in platinum. But you gotta jump through a whole bunch of hoops to get to the different ones. Like, so I think gold, you gotta complete like 20 orders. And I'm glad that they do it by order and not by batch, because batch would be just trifling if they did that, because a batch could be, you know, like I said, well, actually, I recently saw a batch that had 4 orders in it. That's where I'm drawing the line. I'm not doing 4 orders. They started putting like bundling orders or batches that have different multiple stores. And I remember when that first happened, I was kind of pissed about that, because I mean, it's already enough to have to go to one store, and then it's 2 stores. Now there are exceptions that I will accept a 2 store. One of the main exceptions is if it's going to if I can see that it's going to the same house, I will do a 2 store. It also just depends on how good it's paying. Sometimes the 2 stores the miles don't make sense. Like, if the miles, I really am heck bent against going more than 10 miles for a batch. I just, especially like if the paying good. Now the one, like, it be certain, like if it pay good, then I'm gonna be like, I don't care how far it's going. I do care. I still care. I mean, but like, I'll bend my 10-mile radius rule for a really good paying batch. Now the $60-something one that I took, that one was only a couple miles from the store, so it was just a win-win. It was a no-brainer. Now they do be having, like, I've seen recently, I've be seeing a whole lot of orders that pay really good. They be like 50, 60 bucks. I've seen the $70-something one, but the miles is crazy. I'm not driving 30 miles. I don't care how much. I'm just not driving 30 miles. I'm not driving 20. I'm not driving 20. I'm not driving more than 15. I think 15 is probably definitely my limit, but I wouldn't even drive 15, honestly. I'm just saying, I've gone a little bit over 10 miles. Like the one where they ordered the Apple Watch, that one was over, that one was over 10 miles, but I think it was like 12, maybe 13 miles. But the whole batch itself paid like $60-something. And I think that one was like 2 people. I think it was 2. Okay, but anywho, I don't even know where I was going. Oh, the cart. I think I was talking about the cart levels or whatever. And so, you got to do 20 orders, to complete 20 orders to be gold, 100 orders to be platinum, and then 300 to be diamond. Now, like I said, the higher you go up, the better quality, you get better discounts. Like, they have partnerships with places, and you can get discounts like on oil changes and stuff for your car, insurance, and just other stuff or whatever, gas. I think I don't ever be taking advantage of those things, although I probably should. I know somebody that Instacarts a lot, more than me. I mean, it's his full-time job, but he said he used it for oil changes and stuff like that. He stay on diamond, but that he literally Instacarts all the time. But then, in addition to meeting those criteria for the amount of orders that you do, you also have to meet a ratings like threat or minimum. So you have to have, like, I think the rating, I mean, the highest you can have is a 5.0. I think you got to be higher, like a 4.7 and higher or whatever as a rating. And like, customers can rate you after, not everybody will rate you, but some people, will rate you, and you got to be 4.7 and higher to qualify for the cart That's for all of them. And then another one is like, I think they start taking into consideration your shopper quality. So how good you are at finding items and stuff like that, and your replacements. Refunds count negatively against you, which is just trashy, because sometimes these stores don't be stocked and they don't be having stuff, and so you gotta refund. And sometimes the customers want a refund, they don't want you to try and replace. Like, they can have an option to like say whether they want a replacement or not, or they want you to refund it, and customers just be wanting refunds. But also, you just got a refund because ain't no adequate replacements. Now, if, like in the example with the Pampers, I mean the pull-ups, if I didn't see no other pull-ups, then I would have just had to refund or whatever. But they want you to, that basically Instacart be like, they want, they want you to, try your best to find a replacement. But shoot, now I'm just putting that the customer, if it says you get dinged for unrequested refunds, so I'm putting that the customer requested every time, because stop playing. Like, these stores, it ain't my fault that the store ain't stocked. Like, that don't mean that I couldn't find it. It's just the store didn't have it for me to get, and they didn't have no other replacements. Also, Instacart, I haven't seen it in a minute. Sometimes they do. Sometimes Instacart, if you say that the item that they order isn't available, then they'll suggest replacements to you. But sometimes the replacement don't make no sense. Like, but sometimes I could imagine people just going ahead, like, not knowing, they'll go ahead and replace it with that. Like, I'm trying to think of, I don't know. I mean, something probably as stupid as this particular thing hasn't happened, but like, if the customer ordered ketchup, but they out of ketchup, then the Instacart app would suggest that you replace it with jelly. Like, that is literally not even in the same family. But I have seen crazy replacement things like that. Not that particular one, but it has suggested me to replace some stuff that I'm just like, that don't even make sense. And I will, but I know better, and I'll just, find stuff or find better replacements. I could do a Kroger. I shop a Kroger, boy, but I've always loved being in Kroger's, like, even before I started Instacart. And it's just like, I know a Kroger like the back of my hand, you feel me? And then what else? I like Kroger's probably my favorite store to shop at. I actually really enjoy Costco orders if it's not too crazy. I did have one today where I had 10 40 packs of water, which was very insane. But that order, it paid so good, and it was only eight items total. One person got 3, another person got 3, another person got 2. Now, but the both of the people that had 3 is the ones that had all that dang on water. One of them had 6 40s, and the other person had 4. Now, luckily for me, they need none. Well, one of them was in an apartment, but I didn't have to go up like no steps or nothing like that, so that was cool. But it was just like, oh, why did I accept this? I saw the waters on there, but I didn't see how many. And I know people, like the person I told y'all that Instacart is his full-time job. He see waters that he don't accept the order, and I know a lot of people that be seeing, waters, or even see Costco orders and just don't accept them in general, because usually, I mean, all the stuff that you can get in bulk, Costco orders be heavy and stuff like that. But I'll be here for it because they pay well, like, for the most part. Now, I'll be seeing Costco orders that just go, like, the miles don't make sense. Like, it'll say it pay good, be like $40, but it'd be 50 miles. I'm not doing it. Somebody doing it, though. But I just feel it's a waste. You're basically paying in gas what you made in the batch. I'm cool. It got to make sense for me. It got to be less than 10 miles. And really, it'd be over 5 is pushing it, honestly. I like to get the ones that pay well, but to be close to the stove, because see, the further and longer it take you to deliver the stuff, the longer it's gonna take for you to get back in the rotation, so you can get you a batch or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, it's been cool. I've been out here in these Instacart streets or whatever. Yeah, but also, I know I be forgetting or not telling y'all when I may or may not post a video.
we're gonna see. I may not have a video on Saturday, this coming Saturday. But we'll see. We'll keep you posted. But I may try to post if I know that I'm not gonna have a video. But I might. We'll see. But yeah. Other than that, y'all, thank you. So I definitely, I mean, y'all will see because I will not have posted one, but I probably won't have a cooking short, even though I cook so much food. And my nephew said, "Why are you not recording?" But I was just trying to get it done. Like I had, I hosted Football Sunday this past weekend, but the rain was against me. Okay, well, I actually didn't know that it was gonna rain all day like it did on Sunday. I thought that, I don't know. I just didn't know it was gonna rain at all. I think I found out maybe the night before. I just happened to see a glimpse of the news and saw that they was talking about rain, but like I didn't know how much or whatever. And so I was very shocked and appalled when I woke up on Sunday and saw that it was raining so much. I was just like, how am I supposed to grill in this? So then I'm fighting like with the rain, trying to keep my coals lit or whatever, and trying to do that. And I just had so much stuff to do. I didn't do as much prep as I should have done the night before. The only thing I did the night before was soak the baked beans that were trashy. And I put my greens on because I wanted them to be cooking overnight, and that's about it. Everything else I did the next day. But also my sister ran a full marathon, and I also had to pick Bubby up, so it was just like I was gonna try to catch her in one of the earlier miles of the marathon before I picked the Bubby up. That way when I picked the Bubby up I could just come back home. But it didn't end up working out that way because I was trying to get stuff done cooking wise or whatever so that the food could try to be ready before people got here, but that didn't work out. But I mean, hey, they ate and it was good. So I ended up catching her after I picked the Bubby up. But I did catch her. I'm grateful. I'm so glad. I timed it really good. At first I thought that I had missed her. I thought that she had turned the corner that I was sitting at before I had right before I had got there. I mean, I told her I'm looking at the little tracking app. I'm looking at Find My because we all got each other's locations, me and my siblings. And I'm also looking at what else was I looking at? The map to figure out what mile marker I was going to try to meet her at or whatever. And it worked out. I got there. I timed that perfectly. Now, I'm sorry I ain't getting no video. But I was there and she knows I was there. So it was cool. But I was so excited. And all her friends were really excited to see, happy that I was able to see her or whatever. So, but yeah, she crazy. She been running a lot. She ran. I just realized, I knew she had ran more than one half marathon, but this girl ran 4 half marathons, and now she's ran a marathon. And I felt so bad for her because when she got over here afterwards, like she was just like limping and just kind of like her whole body was hurting and stuff like that. But yeah, but it also has me thinking that maybe I want to run start with a half, but maybe run a marathon just to say I did it. Because back in, I used to run. I used to be just like her, running a whole lot. Like I and my siblings just hating, and they don't believe. They don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I just didn't share. But I was doing a lot. I did a whole lot of races, a lot of 5Ks. I did a 10K, a 15K. I was out here running. I was out here being a runner just like her. But I didn't, the 15K was the longest thing I did because I don't know why I stopped like running as much as I was running. But I mean, I was on it. I had people at my job running with me, doing the races with me and stuff. Just doing I mean, there's a race. There are so many races that happen around Central Ohio. It's crazy. And probably just in Ohio in general, but definitely around Columbus. And so many races. I've done the color run a lot of times, which that's just they always talk about the happiest 5K. Because, they just throw a whole bunch of color on you throughout the whole race or whatever. And that one's always fun. Color Me Rad, the color run. I was just so excited to do that one. I think I had just heard about it. And I was like, I'm about to do this. And which other one? The hot chocolate run. I never did the turkey trot, but I think I thought about doing that one time. But I did this hot chocolate run that I have wanted to do for a long time, and I just really loved it because the swag was dope. Like the jack, they give you like a hoodie or a pullover or whatever for that run, and I just always want to do that one. So I did it one time, and I had did that one at the basically at the end of my whole running stint, like race running stint. I got a whole bunch of medals upstairs too of races that I've run. But yeah, when I did that hot chocolate run, that one was the 15K, and I probably ran about 7. I think it's like 9 miles. I think the 15K is like 9 something miles. I ran about 7 of them. But I didn't really train for that one, and I just ran. And when I tell y'all, I could empathize with how my sister was feeling, because after I ran that one, like I feel like every inch of me hurt, like my hair follicles hurt, like I was exhausted and just tired, just body aching. But I didn't train for that one. I just but I had paid my money to run in that race, so I was like, oh no, I'm running it. And the medals for the hot chocolate run are dope, always dope. Like the medal is a bite of chocolate. Maybe one of these next videos I'll pull out my medals and bring them to y'all. Another race that I used to run, you get a bottle of wine. It's called the Run Like a Girl race, and you get a bottle of wine afterwards. So I like doing that one, even though I never drank the wine. I gave it to other people because I don't drink, but I just wanted to do that one. I still got shirts from that race. I always love doing the OSU 4-miler because you finish on the 50-yard line of the at Ohio Stadium. So I love doing that race. And then Gavin he's done like the kids race of the Run Like a Girl. Like they have like a little little race or whatever at the beginning, before the race starts. And so he has done that a couple times. I got videos of him doing that. When he was young, I mean, shoot, probably about the Bubby's age, honestly. Or maybe younger than the Bubby at that point. But yeah, good times. Anywho, all right, I done talked y'all off enough. I talked y'all ear off enough. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us, because did you like to hear from you? And subscribe to the channel, boy. Subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.